Let's say you have a health insurance policy worth 5 lakh rupees. You think, I'm sorted. No matter what happens, I'm covered. But then one day you're admitted to a hospital and after recovery, your claim gets settled for only half the amount. What went wrong? Because of one tiny clause in your policy called room rent limit. In today's episode of Health Insurance 101, we're talking about one of the least understood but most dangerous clauses in your health policy, room rent restriction. Hello everyone, I'm Shashank from Ditto, and if you've never heard of this clause or assumed it doesn't really matter, you need to watch this before your next hospital visit. And as always, if you want help reviewing your policy or finding a plan with no room rent limit, you can book a free call with Ditto. Link is in the description. Now, let's start with the basics. What is room rent? Room rent refers to the cost of staying in a hospital room per day. Simple. This includes your bed, nursing charge, and some basic services. What it doesn't include are doctor fees, surgery charges, or medication. But as you'll see, those all still get affected. Now, what is a room rent limit? It's a cap or max amount set by your insurer on how much they'll pay for your room per day. It can be a fixed limit like 3,000 rupees per day, a percentage of your sum insured like 1% of 5 lakh rupees, that is 5,000 rupees per day, or a room type restriction like single AC room only. Some plans don't have any limit at all, and we'll talk about those in a bit. So you might ask, Shashank, simple, I'll go in for the best room and just pay for the room with my own money. We're talking about just 10,000 extra, right? Bad news. It's not that simple. Since you picked a room that's more expensive than what your policy allows, the insurance company can actually cut down their payment not just for the room, but for the entire bill. Now, I know you're confused. Let's take an example to understand this. Your policy allows 5,000 rupees per day room rent, alright? You choose 10,000 rupee per day deluxe room. Total hospital bill is 2 lakh rupees. Now, the insurer will say that we'll only pay 50% of the whole bill. This is called proportionate deduction in health insurance. So they will pay 1 lakh rupees only, and you have to pay the other 1 lakh rupees from your own pocket. Yes, even if your policy has 5 lakh rupee coverage. That's the power of a small clause called room rent limit. Sounds unfair, right? But then that's why this clause needs your attention. You might ask, does this limit apply to ICUs as well? Generally, no. ICU and ICCU charges are billed separately and aren't affected by room rent caps. But some policies may still place a cap. So always check the term and condition. Now, who should pick a policy with no room rent limit? One line answer is everyone. But if you live in metros where hospital charges are higher, and if you prefer private AC rooms during treatment, if you're opting for a family floater policy with higher sum insured, if you simply want zero compromise at the time of your hospitalization, then you should never ever have a room rent limit. Who might be okay with a capped plan? People in tier 2 or tier 3 cities with modest hospital charges, those comfortable with shared or semi-private rooms, buyers looking for budget-friendly plans with basic protection. Folks, let me tell you that a lot of new age plans now come with no room rent restrictions at all. Plans like HDFC Ergo Optima Secure, Care Supreme, Aditya Birla Active 1 Max, Nivakba Reassure 2.0 offer full room eligibility. Meaning, you can choose any room and your claim won't get cut down. That's how health insurance should work for you, without hidden surprises. So, when you're buying a health policy, don't just look at sum insured. Check the room rent clause. Because even a 10 lakh rupee policy won't help if your room rent cap is 3,000 rupees per day. And if all this feels confusing still, you can book a call with us. Talk to our advisors with the link in the description and we'll help you pick the right policy. No jargon, no pressure. If you found this video helpful, share it with your friends and family, and let's keep making India more insurance aware. Until then, happy insurance hunting.